Welcome, viewers. Tonight, we are diving into the scariest stories ever sent to me by my followers. I've gone through hundreds of chilling submissions, and one in particular stood out, a tale so terrifying it still lingers in my mind. Brace yourself for a journey into the unknown, a story that will make you question what lurks in the shadows of your own home. It started with an email. The sender was anonymous, simply signed as J. The subject line read, "Please, don't let it find me." Curious and slightly amused, I opened the message. What I read left me cold. "I don't have much time. I think it knows I told someone. If you're reading this, it might come for you next. I need to tell someone before it erases me completely. I don't know how it works, but it takes people. Not all at once, not in a way you'd expect. It starts by erasing pieces of them. Their reflection disappears from mirrors. Their name vanishes from records. The people closest to them forget tiny details, then everything. It's slow, deliberate, cruel. And once you realize it's happening, it's too late. I have proof. Look at the attachments. If you see them, please acknowledge them. That's the only way to keep them real." The email ended abruptly. My heart pounded as I scrolled down and clicked on the attachments. There were 3 images. The first was a group photo, a birthday party. Dozens of people stood around a long table smiling. But something was off. Near the center, there was an empty space. Not just an absence, but a hollow, wrong space. Like someone had been erased from reality. The hands of the people standing nearby looked unnatural, like they had once been resting on shoulders that no longer existed. The second image was a wedding picture. The bride stood alone, her veil fluttering. Her expression seemed eerily vacant, as if she knew something was missing. The groom was gone. Not blurred, not cut out, just erased. As if he had never existed. The final image was the worst. It was a mirror, a dimly lit bathroom. The counter was cluttered with everyday items: hairbrush, toothbrush, soap. But the person taking the photo wasn't there. The camera floated in mid-air, a spectral absence in the reflection. A chill ran down my spine. I went back to the email to respond, but the sender's address was gone. Not blocked, not deleted, just gone. Like they had never sent the message. That night, I couldn't sleep. The images haunted me. I felt compelled to check my own photos, my own memories, as if to reassure myself that I still existed. That's when I saw it. A picture from my sister's wedding. A beautiful group shot of the family, but in the very back row where my uncle should have been, there was an empty space. I could have sworn he was there. I could picture his face clearly. But in the photo, in the only physical proof of that moment, he was missing. I called my mother. "Hey, I was looking at old pictures. Do you remember Uncle Greg at Lisa's wedding?" Silence. "Uncle Greg?" she repeated, confused. My stomach turned. "Yeah, Mom, Greg, your brother." I don't have a brother, honey. Are you feeling okay?" I checked my phone, my contacts. His number was gone. No messages, no calls, nothing. I dug through my childhood albums. There was no Greg. I checked Facebook, but there were no traces, no records. No one who knew him remembered him. I called my sister, frantic. "Lisa, tell me you remember Greg, our uncle." She laughed nervously. "What are you talking about? Are you okay? I don't know any Greg." My hands shook. The email, the warning, it starts with the people closest to you forgetting. I scrambled for proof. Anything. But I found nothing. It was like he had never existed. And then, the reflection. The next morning, as I was brushing my teeth, my eyes darted to the mirror. My reflection was there, but it was off. The longer I stared, the more I realized. My features weren't quite right. Like a picture that had been redrawn too many times. Something deep inside me whispered, "It's starting." I rushed to my phone. My own name in my contacts looked. wrong, as if the letters weren't sitting quite right. My birth certificate, I could barely read it. My signature on my driver's license was a fading smudge. Then came the messages. Random texts from friends asking, "Hey, did you switch numbers? I thought you were someone else for a second." A coworker stopping mid-sentence to say, "Wait, what was your name again?" A creeping, crushing realization I was being erased. That night, I sat in front of my laptop, fingers trembling over the keyboard, and typed out a desperate email. "Please, don't let it find me." I attached the images, hit send. And then, silence. I don't know how much time I have left. But if you're watching this, if you're hearing my voice, please, remember me. Say my name out loud, keep me real, because if you forget me, I'll be gone forever.